Hi, I'm back with more butterfly lessons. Just to catch you up to speed, in case you're just watching the first one here, I've been doing some videos on this process of growing some caterpillars into butterflies in a little butterfly habitat, kind of a life sciences project. And what happened today was absolutely weird. The where we left off was the caterpillars were beginning the process of turning into chrysalides. And, the last video, there was just one. He was the first one to begin to transform. There's always somebody has to go first, the oddball usually, or the genius or the oddball genius. Eventually they all followed the trend and turned into chrysalides as well. And the instructions for the habitat said to wait 3 days so that the chrysalides would be hardened. And then I had to take this process of prying open the lids on the cups and taking this sort of little paper thing that the chrysalides were attached to and pinning that to the inside of the little butterfly house. And it was a little nerve-wracking for me. I was so nervous that I was going to hurt the chrysalides during this process. Anyway, so we began to do that. Well, the weirdest thing happened. One of the chrysalides who was still in the cup lid got really upset. I guess he was aware that I was there, and he started shaking. I took a little quick video clip. Take a look. Isn't that crazy? I was just as startled as the little chrysalide. What was really amazing to me was that I didn't know how much awareness that little chrysalide had. He had his boundaries up. He was in his little chrysalide, but he knew I was there and he was afraid that I was messing with him. And that little chrysalide was letting me know that he meant business. Go away, lady. Don't be messing with me. And of course, that's what I did. I backed off. My child and I both, quietly got out of the room and let the little chrysalide have a chance to calm down. And then we later transferred them into the habitat. We talked about boundaries a little bit in the last lesson, because I thought these chrysalides remind me of needing to focus and put some boundaries around distractions. And this was another boundary lesson for me when I looked at that jumping, angry, go away message I was getting from that chrysalide. It was reminding me of the importance of being able to enforce your boundaries. I mean, this is a fact. Anytime you go to put a new boundary in place and you try to enforce it with people, it doesn't usually go easily the first time. People will test, poke, prod, see if you're real. They're going to keep trying to get you to change the line. And if you really are serious about making a big transformation for yourself, you have to be the one to put that boundary in place and also be prepared to say, back off, Jack, and enforce it, all right? People aren't going to enforce your boundaries for you. That's your job. So that was the big lesson that I got out of this week. So my assignment for you is to be honest and look at, are there people or situations where you need to actually be maybe a little bit more assertive about enforcing your boundary? I mean, if you really want this transformation, do you really want to make a big change in your life, okay? What are the habitual people or situations that pull you off course? I'm sure you've expressed boundaries to them in the past, but I'll tell you, some people really need to hear it loud and clear. So remember that little chrysalis shaking, and be prepared to shake your finger at people that maybe need to hear it. All right, so that's it for today. Looks like pretty soon we should have some butterflies. I'm really excited about that, and we're just totally giddy looking forward to that day. I will see you in the next video, and an offer I made in the previous videos still stands. If you would like to have a strategy session with me where we can talk about the transformation you would like to make in your life, in your business, I invite you to schedule a complimentary session with me. We will meet for half an hour on the phone. We'll talk about your business and, kind of get to the point of what is it that you want to create for yourself. And if you have some boundary issues, I am happy to talk about that with you, because believe me, I've had boundary issues too many over the years, as do most of my clients. If you're naturally an empathetic, person who wants to help others and maybe kind of a natural born healer, I promise you boundary work will be essential for your transformation. So let me support you with that. Take me up on my offer by going to jayasavannah.com/strategy session, and I will see you in the next video.